So you want your films to look the absolute best on the big screen? Well, you're in the right place. In this video, we're talking about the best export settings in Premiere Pro if you want to get your film ready for the cinema, maybe you're entering a film festival, or if you want to export it for a final DCP. We'll cover resolution, bit rates, and color spaces, everything to get your film ready for the big screen. So be sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you want to export like a pro. So I know we've done previous videos on the channel about how to get the best export settings for things like TikTok and YouTube. But if you want to export for cinema, especially if you're entering film festivals, this is a slightly different video. We've jumped into looking at what are the best settings that you should use because they are very different to the export settings for YouTube. And we just want to do a quick video today to make sure you get the best settings. So let's jump into it. Here is a short film that Lewis, our editor, has been editing. And something like this, we want to be played at cinema and remain at the best quality. So follow these steps. Export settings for cinema or DCP delivery ready. So if you're sending a file to DCP mastering service, for example, for film festivals or theaters, the format that you want is either QuickTime or MXF. For codecs, you want to make sure you're choosing Apple ProRes 422 HQ or ProRes 4444. In terms of resolutions, so depending on your aspect ratio, you want to make sure it's matched correctly. So for this, we want 2:39:1, as we want the black bars that you see in the cinema. So our aspect ratio is 3840 by 1634. Next, down to frame rates, and the frame rate should be 24 frames a second, not 23.976. And 25 frames a second if you're a cinematographer who's filmed in a PAL region like the UK. For color space, this can change, but we're going to be using Rec 709 for mastering. For audio, you want to make sure you're in 48 kilohertz or 96 kilohertz. Then we want to choose 24-bit. Stereo or 5.1 with discrete channels, and again, this depends on the project you're working on. You'll probably know what is best for your project. Next up, we want to render at the maximum depth, so we're going to tick that, and then we're going to use maximum render quality. And there you go, this is the correct format for exporting for film festivals or cinemas. It's going to take some time, so click export. And there you go. Now this export is going to take a lot longer than normal. It's going to be a much bigger file size than you're used to if you're used to exporting for YouTube. So just make sure you have a huge SSD or hard drive to export this to. Now, as we're going to be leaving this for some time, I'm going to leave you with a fun film fact. Now, for the film Interstellar, the black hole visuals, known for their scientific accuracy, required an extensive amount of processing power, with some frames taking over 100 hours to render. Can you believe that? 100 hours. And then there's even animated films like Monsters University. Believe it or not, it took 29 hours to render just one single frame. 29 hours for one single frame. How crazy is that? So, if you've got to wait 3 or 4 hours, count yourself lucky. I hope this video has helped. If it has, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one.